Welcome back for another video. Today we are going to be doing a bubblegum bead necklace to match to match this bow right here. It is a Easter bow. I will be linking all of the supplies that I can link for you guys down below. I cannot link this center. The seller is no longer selling on Etsy. So I will link what I can for you guys, and I'm pretty sure if you do some searching on Pinterest, you can find some peep images to go with it. If you guys are interested in a video on how I make my bottle cap images, please let me know, and I will do my best to film one. I have to figure out how I can screen record off of my laptop. But if you guys are interested in learning how to make your own bottle cap images, please let me know. So as we are making this to match, I have all of my beads pulled. I have the wire I'm going to need, my spacer beads, the toggle and clasp set I'm going to need as well. You will also need some wire snips and a crimping tool. Those will be linked down below as well. This tray I got at Dollar Tree, and it is fabulous for laying out projects. I highly recommend getting one because you have several of them, you can lay out several projects at a time and stay a little bit more organized. Face it, bow making, any kind of crafting, you're not going to be 100% organized, but we would like to be a little bit more organized. Also, what you are going to need is a bead palette. I got this at Walmart. I paid about $5 for it. It might be slightly more expensive now, but it is well worth the investment to get one of these, and I will show you why. Give me a second to shimmy things around. What I did ahead of time, and I recommend doing it, you guys doing it as well. I will lay out my project. As you can see here, I have laid out my project, and I took a picture of it so that when I go back to do it, I already know how I want it to lay out. And then I can come through with the beads and place them onto the bead board. Bead palette, whatever you guys would like to call it. I really enjoy doing necklaces, and they seem to have gotten a surge in popularity for me. Craft show season, I sold 12 of them, and previous craft shows, seasons, whole seasons, I may have sold 1 or 2. So I think these are coming back, which I am very excited about, because they are a fun accessory for your little one. And you can make them to match any bow, any outfit. I use wire. I'm attempting to find a stretchy cord that will take to the crimping bead. I have tried it in the past, and they have not taken well to the crimping bead. They come loose. So I am still making them with wire. But if I can find a crimping bead that will take to the elastic, actually if I find elastic, take to the crimping bead, I will do so, and I will update you guys. But that is how we lay it out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 21 beads here, including that center bead. You can do a pendant for the center, and then you would only need 20 beads. I wanted to keep this simple for the way of, by the way of linking. So I'm just going to be doing regular beads. And I see when I sorted, there are some gold ones in there. We'll ignore those. I dump out some spacer beads on my tray, and I also make sure to put the toggle clasps there. Now for the wire, you are going to want to be generous with this. You are going to want to generously measure your wire. Because not only are you putting the beads that are on your bead board, but you're also going to be putting spacer beads in. So always cut more than you think you're going to need. It's better to have more than not enough. And you're just going to use the wire snips to snip it off. I'm in desperate need of more wire. I think the next couple ones I'm going to be making are going to be done with gold wire because I have a ton of that. This is the brand that I use. I get it at Michael's, but I will be linking Amazon down below for you guys. If it's gotten to the point where if I can shop online, I'm going to be shopping online. And I forgot my crimping beads. Always make sure to have crimping beads. Always, always, always. And do not pull a knee and forget them. They are these very, very small beads. You're only going to need two. One for each side. So you're going to start off with 1/2 of your toggle clasp set and a crimping bead. Put the crimping bead on first. Trying to make sure you guys can see that. It's such a small and tiny bead. And you're going to thread the 1/2 of the toggle clasp that you've chosen to use on the wire after the crimping bead. This is also why you're generous with the wire, because you're going to have to fold over. If you don't put enough under the crimping bead, it can come loose. I've learned from experience, it's not very good when it's come loose on your customer's child. Definitely not good. You're going to want it tight enough that there's not a huge gap, but loose enough that this will move. If you don't put it loose enough that this will move, it will end up breaking. So the first initial crimp is the back, and it just crimps a channel between the two wires. The second one is the front. I have to make sure this is lined up. And that cinches it all in so it's a nice, almost round bead. I like to put a couple of spacer beads up at the top. You can get large ones, you can get small ones. It's totally up to you. It's personal preference at this point. And it's just a matter then of putting a bigger bead on, putting a spacer bead on, and then working through it like this. This is something really good to be doing while you're watching something on Netflix, a documentary, movie with your children. Because once you get the hang of what you're doing, it goes pretty quickly. Now, these spacer beads, when you get them to that end, you are going to want to make sure that they go across both wires. Same with the rest of the beads. And you're going to want to keep building just like that. Doing my best to keep you guys in camera. But it's just a bead and a spacer, a bead and a spacer. Now, if you don't want to do it like this right off of the board, you can put it back onto that little tray that we had it on before with the picture. I've done that when I didn't have space for the beading board. And like I said, it's just a matter of spacer bead and bubblegum bead. I'm going to finish this off and then come back so this video is not forever long. Alright, we're back for the last final beads and to finish this off. So remember, bubblegum bead, spacer bead, and bubblegum bead. And again, I put 2 of the spacer beads to finish off at the top. Like that. And as you can see, I do have quite a bit of extra. You can find other projects for this, little keychains for stuff like that. But my husband does scraps metal, so I end up giving him the little scraps that are left. Alright, we are threading the spacer on and the other toggle clasp. And what I would recommend before you crimp the crimping bead is, I'm trying to do this without getting, with keeping it in the view, is you're going to want to thread your excess wire back through. It's going to be really hard to do it once you've crimped the bead. Just thread it through a couple of beads wherever it comes out, as long as it's gone through at least one of the big beads, let it come out. And remember, crimp the back first. The back hole right there, you're going to crimp that first. And then you're going to come through to the front hole. And crimp that. Make sure to squeeze really tight so that it crimps down as tight as possible. Come through with your wire snips. Clip off the excess. And then just clasp your necklace and voila, you have a bubblegum bead necklace ready to put on your little one. And it matches this really sweet Easter bow that I made. If you guys are interested, if you guys like this video, please click the like button. Oh, excuse me, that was a burp. Please click the like button. If you are not subscribed already to the channel, please click the subscribe button. I am going to be doing a giveaway really soon for my subscribers. You have to be a subscriber to get into this giveaway. I'm cleaning out my ribbon stash and I'm going to be putting together kits of ribbon for you guys. My aim is to try to do a bow kit, so you'll get enough, ribbon to do a bow. Once you click the subscribe button, please click the bell button next to it. Set your notifications to all so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those down in the description box below. Make sure to check the, leave it in the comment section below. Make sure to check the description box for links for all of the materials. I will be linking all of the beads, toggle clasp spacer beads, as well as the tools. I will do my best to link the bead palette, and like I said, the little tray is from Dollar Tree. I got it in the teacher section. Yeah, the little teacher school section. I got it there. They had a couple different colors when I went. I have 2 of them, which means I can lay 2 projects out at a time, which really is helpful. I plan on getting more so I can do more project layouts at a time. If you have any suggestions for upcoming videos, please leave those in the comment section as well. Or hit me up on Instagram for the questions, comments, or suggestions there. Shoot me a DM and I will be glad to answer you there. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.